Hello children, good morning to all of you. So we are there in the second part of physical divisions of India. So what are we learning? We are learning the physical features or the physical divisions of India. So what did we learn in the first part? We learned about the northern mountains. Okay, what are the physical divisions of India? Let's have a quick recap, okay? India is divided into 6 main physical divisions. The 6 main physical features of India are northern mountains, northern plains, peninsular plateau, the coastal plains, the islands and the desert. So they are the 6 main physical divisions or the physical features of India. First, in the last before video, we saw about the northern mountains. The northern mountains are the Himalayan range. The Himalayan range stretches from Jammu Kashmir in the north to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. They are divided into 3 mountain ranges. What are they? The greater Himalayas are called Himadri, the middle Himalayas are Himachal, and the outer Himalayas are also called as Shivaliks. So the Himalayan mountain range, it is divided into 3. They are Himadri, Himachal and Shivaliks. So they have their own specific divisions or the specific features, like it shows the height and the climate differences in the tallest mountain, that is the Himadri, and Shivaliks are not same, and the hill stations are there in the middle Himalayas. So it differs, right? So we saw in our previous video, last before video. So you just go through that. And today we are going to see about the northern plains. So where is northern plains, children? The northern plains lie between the northern mountains and the peninsular plateau. So can you locate it here? It is shown in the green color. The entire part, okay, which is shown in green color, represents the northern plains. Okay, children. So from where it stretches? It stretches from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. So northern plain stretches from, so that's why I have shown you the political map of India. You can locate where is the state Punjab, where is the state Punjab located, and from you can compare it here and see. So the northern plains stretches from Punjab in the west and Assam in the east. Okay, so what are the states it covers? So what are the states it includes? What it comprises the northern plains? Okay, they are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and some parts of Assam and Tripura. These are the regions that comprises the northern plains. So I said the northern plains, it stretches from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. So in between it will cover few states, right? They are Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and few states in Assam and Tripura. Are you all clear, children? So these are the states where the northern plain is. Okay, so here next, what's special about northern plains? So why is it we say that northern plain is so fertile? Why is it so? So this northern plain, it is formed by the deposition of alluvium soil. Okay, here the soil they call it as the alluvium soil. Why is it called as the alluvium soil and why the region is fertile? Because of these 3 rivers. What are those 3 rivers? Indus River, Ganga River and Brahmaputra River. And these are the main rivers and their tributaries also, it runs in this region. Okay, children. And because of the rivers, this region is so fertile and they have the alluvium type of soil. Okay, and here as the region is so fertile, people they go and settle in that place. Okay, do we settle in a place where there is no rainfall or the region with dry soil? No, right? So we need sufficient amount of rainfall and the soil should be fertile. So children, do you remember when we learned about the civilization lesson? We came across that people, they settled on the bank of the rivers. Like in Indus Valley, they settled on the bank of Indus River. In Mesopotamian civilization, they settled in between the Tigris and Euphrates River. And Egyptian civilization, they settled on the bank of Nile River. So whatever the civilization may be, the common feature is they settled on the bank of the rivers. So here, why are they settling on the bank of the rivers? Because water satisfies the needs of the people. We need water for our day-to-day life, whether it is washing, drinking, cooking, occupation like fishing, farming, so etc. So water needs our basic requirements. Water satisfies our basic requirements and necessities. So here, as this region, as the three rivers flows in this region has the fertile soil and this place is densely populated. What do you mean by densely populated, children? Comparing to other states in this region, people, they settled more. This region has more population, that is called as densely populated. Okay? Yes. So this is called the alluvium type of soil. So because of the flow of river, the soil which is near to the river or in that region, they have very fertile soil which is good for cultivation. Fertile means which is good for cultivation or growing crops, that is called as fertile soil. Okay children, so now let's see what are the importance of northern plains. What is the importance of northern plains, children? So we know it is special for having the fertile soil. Okay. So what will the people do? What is the main occupation of the densely populated people in that region? Will they do fishing? No. It is also there, but the maximum occupation of the people in this region are farming. Okay, they do agriculture. They grew crops. Okay, children? Yes. So because of that, this region or the northern plains is also called as food bowl of India. Okay, northern plains is called as food bowl of India as they have the fertile soil and they produce wide crops. They produce variety of crops. So that's why this region or the northern plains is called as the food bowl of India. So can you see in this picture, children? The main occupation of the people is that they do agriculture and they produce variety of crops. So what are the types of crops that they produce? In maximum quantity is that rice, wheat, maize, sugarcane. So these are the variety of crops that they grow in maximum quantity. That for most part of the states, they transport the crops from this region. Most people from all the parts of the country, they satisfy their needs by taking crops from this region. Okay, children? Yes. And next, so as I already said you, the rivers such as Indus, the Indus River, the Ganga River and Brahmaputra River, they flow in this region. Okay, they pass in this region. They have their tributaries in the northern plains. So here the rivers are perennial and it is good for irrigation and agriculture purpose, and thus they satisfy the needs of the people, the rivers. Okay, water is very necessary for the people. Okay, so they satisfy the needs of the people for their daily use and also in considering to their occupation. So in northern plains, the land is fertile and also it is flat. It is not like the plateau region. So that we'll be seeing in our future classes. So here the land is flat. What do you mean by flat, children? So it is not like it doesn't have ups and downs. The land is flat in northern plains. So because of that, they construct buildings, factories, railway lines. They also construct in our place, but it is very easy for them to do it in northern plains. People, they do not need much effort to do construction of some big buildings, factories and railway lines. Okay, so it is effortless for the people or for the construction people to do the work over there. So this is all about the northern plains. I'll give you a quick recap. So we know that the northern plain is very fertile and it is good for the people, and it helps people to do agriculture and produce variety of crops. And this place which produce large number of crops or variety of crops, so it is called as the food bowl of India, and it satisfies the food requirements for the large population. Okay, so throughout the country, and they also do exports. Exports means selling the crops to other countries, that is called as exports. And here the three rivers such as the Ganga river, Brahmaputra river and the Indus river, they flow through this region in the northern plains, and the region is fertile and it is also flat. So because of that, they do construction easily. So here what you need to do is, you have to take your content book, look into page number 66, read the content once and underline the hard words and write it twice in your homework note. Okay children, see you in next video. Until then, it's bye from your social ma'am. Thank you class.